U-masks, the official mask of falling down your face while you're conducting an interview. Ciao friends, and welcome back to 2sexted. I have to admit straight away that I forgot Red Bull were launching their car yesterday, but to be fair, it's not like they had a big event, they just issued a press release. The RB16B is very, very similar to the RB16, just with the Aston Martin logos removed, the Honda logos made bigger, and a few of Checo's Mexican sponsors making an appearance as Perez joins the team. So that is not going to be the main focus of today's video. I do just want to say this channel has hit 200 subscribers in less than a month, which is amazing. I'm so thankful to everyone that has subscribed. If you are new here, consider clicking that button down below. It really helped me out. As I'm sure you're aware if you were watching any of last season, UMass became incredibly popular in the F1 paddock due to a need for masks as the sport resumed after the pandemic. Many teams chose one specific company with masks that look like this. Several teams even sold them as merch, including McLaren. They were adored by fans who thought they were too expensive and didn't stay on your face. To be fair, they do stay on your face as long as you're not bending over or talking to anyone, which are two things that happen quite a lot in a Formula 1 paddock. These masks claim to have like 7 layers of protection, but the Italian government late last week banned the sale of them due to the fact that they believed that the claims that UMask were making about their masks were fraudulent. Now, I don't speak Italian, so I can't necessarily verify the exact wording that was used by the antitrust legislators in Italy. All of my facts for this story come from Google Translate or someone else translating the story, probably also using Google Translate. But it seems they've opened up an investigation for deceptive and manipulative marketing tactics. They believe that the masks aren't as effective as UMask claimed. It's not to say that they are ineffective, just that they're no more effective than a regular cloth covering would have been. Seems that UMask may have done all of their testing at an unauthorised lab, meaning that the Italian government are dubious about whether or not those claims are valid. It seems like a regular surgical mask would have been more effective, and it may have even stayed on Daniel Ricciardo's nose. He is going to have a very tricky time this season if McLaren continue to use these U-masks. They really are not suited for people with larger than average noses. As of right now, it's only Italy that seem to be investigating this company, so we will wait to see what happens for the sale of them elsewhere. But considering the pervasiveness of this exact brand of mask throughout the paddock, even teams like Mercedes, who weren't using them, have since started selling them. And in most cases for the exact same amount of money that UMask is selling the unbranded ones for. You do have to wonder what kind of tactics UMask were using to try and convince F1 teams to go all in on this exact brand of mask. And trust me, these things get dirty, so they must be using new ones a lot. So I have no idea how many an F1 team gets through on a regular weekend, let alone a full season. That company has clearly made a lot of money, not just off the fans buying them, but off the teams as well. Turns out you would have been better off buying one of those Renault masks that's just a cloth thing, because at least they were cheap. Of course, you would then have had to wear Renault on your face, which is not necessarily something that everyone would like to do. If you do, I'm not judging you. So of course, at this early stage, this kind of thing does take a while. Details are fairly fuzzy, especially when most of them are in Italian and I don't speak Italian, despite how I introduce these videos. This story is still developing. We will wait to see if UMask can even prove that their mask is as effective as they claim. Maybe it is. The masks themselves have inserts in them, which are supposedly only rated for 200 hours before you're supposed to chuck them out and buy a new one, and I do have to wonder if that's UMask's business model. Get the masks in people's hands before they then start buying refill after refill after refill. However, if you believe the Italian government has any kind of claim here at all, you probably don't need to buy a refill, although you may not want to wear your UMask at all anymore now that everyone knows it doesn't work. Why don't you tell me in the comments down below if you bought one of these masks, or any mask from a Formula 1 team, and if you did buy a UMask like I did, are you still going to be wearing it? Thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you in a couple of days.